This is what I have been up to with the Dinky Dino. I didn't show it, but I cut some thin strips, but I made them bold on the sides to give a over sort of extenuated, sort of ribbed, and I made some vents for the rear. These are actually angled vents. I managed to work it out to design them, so they are angled, but it's very hard to show on camera. Might look better once they're painted up or something. And on the other side it's got more. Now the next stage is talking about the lights. With the lights I've gone for two sets of these, which are simple, two front white, two red rear. On trains over here what they seem to have is the lights both end because of running in both directions, so you have both types of light. So you've got two small red and two large white, and they come with holders. So this is what will be fitting. Now I'll get the computer up and I'll show you what has had to be designed. Now this is, as you can see, a class 66, and what we're making is, I don't know if you can see them, there's two sort of like box sections on the front, see here, and they sort of bring it flat for mounting the lights. I'm not doing exactly like, because I want it a bit different, but we're using bits from some of the trains and some from the others. I've said that before. I'll be copying the single bar on this because it's one of the least complex design, but I like it. And so we need those bezels designed. So here we are. This is what I designed. It's a simple angled piece, and this will fit on the front, and all I've got to do is bore it a bit. So that's enough to look at the laptop. Now there's the part. Came out nice, and this is what it would look like with the light mounts. They're only sort of temporarily put in, because one of the things I've got to do is to run the wires and everything. I've got to drill through the front of the cab and then weld these over, and then the bulbs will easily push in from the rear. So the next stage is drilling the front and getting them into place. But that's what they look like. So they're nicely in keeping with. And what I'm going to do is use them in reverse, because they give you a rough idea of where to mark and draw the holes. So I'll get these all on and see what they come out like. The holes were drilled through the front panel, and these new light holder panels have been glued in place with their bezels fitted. That's very simplistic on the front. Now the rear, I've made some different looking bezels, and all these have got to be done is glued on and then drilled through separately, and then fit the lamp holders through like so. So these I'll get on next, and that should be the lights done. The rear lights are finally in, and what a pain they were to get in. It was easy to glue on the bezels, the plastic bezel. Drilling them not a problem, but trying to do the nuts up on the back, real pain. So probably in the next video I'm going to box in the floor a bit more so it's not so open, because there'll be nothing coming through the floor at the back, so they can be closed in. And at the front I only need a wire for the servo. And in the video also I'll be probably dealing with new steering servo, because it's Hasn't got enough power for the weight of this truck at all now. So we've got a 30 kilo Endura coming, and we'll see if we can get all the electrics in. But I think I'm getting close to considering doing some work underneath and spraying the underneath part and the rear ends. Not so worried about the side parts because they're removable, but to sort of eliminate them from having to keep taking the top off, you know, so I can do more on it. But we'll see. But you'll find out in the next video.